March 16, 2023. SPLM response to false allegation of SPLM IO press statement dated 13th March 2023. This position paper serves to respond to SPLM IO claim violation as stipulated in the press statement read out on the social media platform of Kanbil Noon. In reference to the SPLM-IO press statement presented to the governor of Warrap State and court, the claim of violation position paper dated 13th March 2023 as read out by Honorable William Dinkor, the SPLM-IO Minister of Local Government and Law Enforcement Agency in Warrap State, claiming the arbitrary arrest of IO members in Toin South and Toin North counties, with subsequent suspension of SPLM-IO Commissioner for Toin East County. As noted above, the SPLM-IO claim of violation had been inquisitively analyzed and deliberated upon by the SPLM caucus on 15 March 2023 to verify authenticity of aforesaid claim violation and has been classified into the following 3 points. 1. Arbitrary arrest of SPLM-IO members in various locations in Toin South and Toin North counties. 2. A term assassination on Right Honorable Speaker Queen Deng Mayar, the Speaker of Warrap State Reconstituted Transitional Legislative Assembly. Alleged lack of cooperation and suspension of Commissioner Deng Cook, referring to the terms and articles of the revitalized peace agreement or resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, quote, the violation articles by SPLM leadership in Warrap State. With the knowledge of SPLM commitment in the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement on the resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan and Roadmap 2022, it is crucial to assert that 90% implementation of the agreement had been achieved in Warrap State. Therefore, the SPLM in Warrap State disputed these false claims as follows. A. Alleged lack of cooperation. There is undisputed cooperation between the SPLM with all other political parties in the unity government because the governor has granted political space to all political parties, including SPLM-IO in Warrap State. 2. The governor of Warrap State also asserted that he is the representative of the presidency in the state. 3. The SPLM-IO constitutional post holders have been representing the governor on official missions upon his delegation. 4. The SPLM-IO state chairman had been a joint tour with the governor in a visit to counties in Warrap State. Therefore, it is a sincere cooperation with SPLM-IO in Warrap State. B. alleged arbitrary arrest of SPLM-IO members. Roman 1, towing out the claim that members of SPLM-IO were undressed in Kerik, Madiab, and Pagagdit is a baseless and false claim. There is no such thing as instruction or directives from the governor to arrest any member of SPLM-IO. This is a mere political propaganda and baseless accusation. However, Honorable Mark Anai Mading was involved in taking photos at the army barrack in Madiadajak and subsequently was arrested by military intelligence of disarmament forces, who also later investigated and found out that he purchased automatic rifle to his brother, young Mading. Which is a violation of Article 5.3.51, page 68 of the revitalized peace agreement on resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, which is stipulated that no one shall be exempted from criminal responsibility on account of their official capacity as a government official, an elected official, or claiming the defense of superiority. Roman 2, Toy South. The alleged arrest of SPLM-IO members in Toy South County is also a false claim because there was nobody ever arrested in Toy South. However, if there was any arrest, it can be attributed to individual criminal case regardless of political party or political affiliation or political party. C. Alleged assassination attempt of Right Honorable Speaker. The accusation of assassination attempts of Right Honorable Speaker is a political ploy and categorically defamation because no one had ever attempted to harm the Speaker. 2. There was no any order issued by the governor to arrest Abraham Matuch. 3. The Speaker was free to conduct sideline political meetings with his SPLM-IO members and the entire community during the visit to Tony East County. D. Detention and suspension of Commissioner Dinko Kyan. During disarmament, guns were disarmed from the civilians and were restored at a Yat military camp in Tony East County, whereby the commissioner requested the disarmament commander at the camp to give him one PKM and 9 AKM 47, and they were released to him for his protection. Therefore, thereafter, the commissioner handed them over to his relatives, who used them to raid cattle at Panyanbeg. At Panyanbeg cattle camp of Bach section in Jalwao. On 18th October 2022, in which 17 people were killed and 80 cattle were looted after the attackers returned to Luanjang area, one of the attackers recognized the PKM and asked the bearer of PKM where he got it. He got the gun, and demanded to take back the PKM by force, which had almost caused conflict or fighting until the governor was called on phone from Juba to intervene. Hence, the governor convinced the chief by name Manyang Mayom to hand over the PKM to security up to date. 2. It was also confirmed that Commissioner John Ding Kushan had taken 42 cows, which was intended for blood compensation, after a person from Luanjang was killed by a murderer from Beige section of Yalwao. But instead, he diverted and he kept the cattle in his cattle camp. 3. Based on that, the victims of those incidences opened a court case against him. As per Article 16 of the resolutions adopted in Toin East Peace Conference convened on the 18th February, 21 February 2023, and the Speaker with William Ding, the SPLM IO Minister of Local Government, were signatories to those resolutions, which led to suspension of Commissioner John Deng Kok Chan. 4. On the other hand, warrant of arrest dated 13 March 2023, Section 206, Penal Code Act 2008 case number 276, accusation of murder led to arrest of Commissioner John Deng Kok Chan without the knowledge of Governor. 5. Subsequently, after breaking of the information of arrest of Commissioner John Deng Kok Chan, Right Honorable Speaker decided to storm police station and attempted to make prison break with his bodyguard, including 2 other IO, to remove out the accused prison by person by force. In such attempt, the bodyguard of a speaker cocked a gun. All this happened without the knowledge of the governor, which is a violation of Penal Code Act 2008, Section 245, together with the R-Axis, Article 5.3.5.1 and Article 5.3.5.5, which is stipulates that, and quote, a person who planned, instigated, ordered, committed, aided, and abetted, conspired, or participated in a joint criminal enterprise in the planning, preparation, or execution of a crime referred to in Chapter V, Chapter 5, Article 5.6.2 of this agreement shall be individually responsible for the crime. E. alleged directives from the SPLM county chairman and commissioner of towing off. The alleged document from the office, the commissioner is a forged letter because there are no SPLM PM chairperson. The stamps with signatures used in the letter are generally designed and fake because the scan stamp of the commissioner is dated 6 February. Meanwhile, the letter appeared to be written on 3rd February 2023. In conclusion, the SPLM party, Warrap State, is appalled and astonished by the political indifference by the SPLM-IO without political will and cooperation for inclusive implementation of the road map agreement prior to preparation for upcoming general elections. The SPLM party in Warrap State condemns these baseless claims by the SPLM-IO in the strongest terms possible. Thus, the SPLM party in Warrap State, under the leadership of Chairperson Comrade Maniam Bolmlik, the governor of Warrap State, reiterate its commitment to the full implementation of the R-axis and roadmap. Equally, SPLM has fostered sincere cooperation as SPLM has signed political parties forum with open political space to all political parties in the unity government to ensure that democracy remains the only transformative key for transfer of political power. Finally, SPLM assures the presidency and peace grantors that SPLM party in Warrap State never and will not violate peace agreement. Meanwhile, the SPLM also affirms to the entire public in Warrap State that the SPLM is for peace and will stand by the road map. On the other hand, the SPLM party is ready for any verification of these claims by any independent body. Regards. Best regards. Wall Anayane, SPLM Secretary, Warrap State, Kwajok.
SPLM oye! SPLM oye! Warrap oye! Salbakir Mayad oye! Nimbol Malek oye! Wol Mofedid oye! SPLM oye!